Can you manage the city? Okay. C'est-tu gouvernable? C'est ingérable. They don't ask, c'est-tu gouvernable? They say, c'est ingérable. Bon. It's not perfect, okay? But I think the last thing we need is another debate on mergers, demergers, reorganizations, etc. We're taking decisions that will permit us to reduce our level of expenses. People think our expenses, I hear you on that sometimes, but we're the city that has less increased the expenses throughout Canada. If you look at the numbers, you'll see them. Why was it 5% last year? Because 3.2% is just the pension funds. And Peter Trent, see what Peter Trent is saying. There's only 3 things we need. 3 things, very easy to do. First thing, and Quebec has done it for themselves. Why can't they do it for the cities? The first one is, we don't think it's normal at 52 years old that you could retire with full pension. I think you can retire if you want, 52, 53, but not with your full pension. If you go with the Régime de rente du Québec, if you retire, if you take it at 60, you get less than if you take it at 65. So that's one change we want. The second change, why should we pay 70% of the dues when the employees are paying 30%? At the Quebec level, it's 50-50. We want 50-50. And 3, we want to make sure that if there's a financial crisis or economic crisis, that we share the risk and the costs. It's going well. In other words, we're negotiating with our unions presently to see if it can be done. If not, then Quebec will have to help us. But we're trying to do it in a respectful way. So that's $50 million for 2012, the excess. And I'm not going back on the retired employees that we have. I'm not going back on the years of service of an employee presently. I'm just saying for the future, this is what we should do, just for the future. And I think that's where we are now. Another fundamental change in our unions. I'm the only mayor that for past 10 years that have refused to negotiate here in this office to give additional funding to the unions. Pierre Book in April 2001 gave 1% additional to the blue-collar workers. Then the firefighters came, the police came, the white-collar workers came. That cost $18 million, just like that. I've refused to do that. Remember when we were elected? 0, 2, 2, 2. So we were successful in negotiating that.